Hi, I'm Randi, and I'm here at Frog Temple Pilates in Chicago, and we are going to be doing an hour-long Pilates mat workout in the classical Pilates method. So grab a mat, grab some water. I am going to add in some light weights, so if you have 2-pound weights or 3-pound weights, go ahead and bring those along, and we'll pick them up somewhere during class. So let's get started. You're going to start on your back and bend your knees, bring your feet close to your bottom, extend your arms long, let your chest open up, reaching through the back of the neck, and just find yourself here on the mat. Take a big breath and just allow yourself to sink in. So instead of feeling like you're laying on top of the mat, feel a little bit more like you're sinking through the mat. And you might need to wiggle around a little bit till you find that sweet spot, that comfortable place. And take another breath in through your nose, opening your mouth to exhale. You're going to take your hands to the sides of your ribs, spread your fingers out. Inhale into the sides of your ribs. Feel those guys expand, widen, separating your ribs. And as you exhale, feel your ribs soften and come together and narrow. And do that again, just like an accordion that opens up. Inhale, widen. And as you exhale, feel that accordion close and get all the air out. So now take your hand to your sternum. Rest your hand there like a heavy sack of flour resting on your chest bones. And take a big breath in here. Feeling again the ribs widen and open up and fill up with your air, with oxygen. And then get all the air out and feel that flour sinking through you. And do that one more time. Big breath in, feel the ribs expand like your accordion. And get all the air out. And then rest your arms at your sides. We're going to start with the palms up, opening up the chest. Slide your shoulders up to your ears, way up high, and then slide the shoulders down, lengthening your neck. Do that again. Slide those shoulders up to your ears, all the way up. Slide the shoulders down. Turn your palms over. Do the same thing. Shoulders up. Roll them back and slide them down. Do that again, up and back and down. Take just your right arm all the way back, reach. And as the arm comes down, start the other arm reaching. And again, so one arm back, one arm down, inhale. And exhale, switch your arms. Get to know your shoulders. Get to know if your right shoulder's tighter than your left or vice versa. And then bring both arms back, open them wide around and down like a snow angel. Again, take those arms up, open them wide through the snow. One more time, up and open. And as you bring those arms down, curl your chin forward, round your back, and just reach forward. Lay your spine back down, take the arms up and back again. Open them around, tuck your chin, lengthen your neck, and reach forward. And again, take the arms up and back, a nice big circle around, curl forward, and just reach. We'll do just a few little pulses here, forward and forward. Try not to lead with your chin, leading with your sternum. And 2, and 1, lay back down all the way and extend your right leg long. I'm going to start by circling your foot a few times, circle it the other way, and kick your leg straight up. You're going to bend it and slide it down your mat. So up, bend, and extend. Inhale up, exhale away. Couple more here, warming up the hips, warming up the hamstrings. Reverse it, take it in, up, and stretch it. You can point and flex. Inhale up, exhale down. One more time. Keep your leg down. So reach your same arm back as leg and stretch yourself out, turning over, looking over your left shoulder away from the reaching arm. Take the leg back and bring the arm back down. Extend the opposite leg, circling your foot a few times, circling the other way, loosening up your ankles, and bring your leg up, bend your knees, slide it down like you're riding a bike, backwards, because we all ride backwards. And reverse your ride forward, a little more normal. Flexing and pointing your foot as you move. Keep your leg on your mat, take that arm back all the way, stretch your whole side, looking over your opposite shoulder. Feel the ribs lift away from your hip, finding space between the ribs and hip. Bring your arm back down and bring your leg back down. We're going to let the knees open. Put your hands on your inner thighs and push lightly. And then take your hands to the top of your thighs where your thighs meet your pelvis and push the thighs away, creating some space again in the hip joint, relieving some of that back tightness you might have. And that's a nice thing to do. Let it go and reach again, push away. And then bring your feet to the mat and do the same thing. Palms on top of the thighs. Push your thighs away from your hips. You'll feel so much relief in your low back. Let it go and do that same thing again, just to push away. And release that. So slide your hands now underneath your head. Wiggle those hips around a little bit, the ribs around, the head, just kind of wiggle yourself into place, and then float your legs up into a tabletop position. So lengthen the back of the neck first, tuck the chin, curl forward, and extend your legs out and bend, and out and bend. So we flex out, point back, inhale, exhale, keep it going. Think about using your glutes and your hamstrings to support your legs out there in space. You can take your legs higher if you need to, or lower if you're ready for the challenge. And out and bend. Couple more. Last one. Bend your knees, put your feet down, and lay back down on your mat. So take a big breath in right here. Exhale, chin to chest, shoulders lift. Come on up into a frog position, heels together, feet in a V. Extend the legs out and bring it back. Same thing we did before, but turned out using your glutes, using your hamstrings, and of course your core. Maybe lower and maybe higher, right? Up to you. Keep it going. We've got 4 and 3. Spread your toes out. Relax your head. Now stay right here. Bring your knees together. Rest your head on the mat. Put your feet down. And let's let those knees just bounce open a few times. We'll do a side bend over to one side. Stretch. And a side bend, dragging your head on the mat as you bend. Come back to center. Bring your knees back together. We're going to float those guys back up. Tabletop position with flexed feet. Lengthen the back of the neck before you come up. Then chin to the chest and curl forward. We'll extend those legs out and hold them. Point and flex and point and flex your feet. Keep checking in that your head is heavy, that your shoulders are down. Keep it going. We've got 2 and 1. Bend your knees, put your feet back down, lay on your mat, and take a big breath in. Get ready for hundreds. So arms at your sides. You're going to take a breath in again. And on your exhale, lengthen the neck, curl forward, reach your arms long. So you can start your hundreds here with your feet on the mat, right? This will be the easiest version of it. Not easy, but easiest. Float your legs up if you're ready for that. And next level, extend the legs. if you're up for that. So remember, you can always modify, you can always bend those knees or put your feet back down. Long breath in through your nose. Big exhale. Another modification, put a hand under your head whenever you need to. Big exhale. We'll stay here for one more breath. Get all the air out. Bend your knees and lay back down. All right, so feet on the mat, stretch your legs out long, shake it out. Just in case you were using your hip flexors, make sure you shake those guys out. And then keep those legs long, stretch your arms long. We're gonna lift the arms, curl forward, and come up and over and reach for your feet. So bend the knees a little bit. We're gonna rock back, and as you lay down, we're gonna swivel your spine like a snake, kind of back and forth, until you're all the way down. So we'll start actually with your arms at your sides. Curl forward, come on up and over those legs all the way and reach. Bend the knees a little bit and picture your spine just kind of like a snake coming down, making its way down to the mat until you're down. So if you want to take those arms back again, you can. Curl forward, come on up, reach forward, bend the knees a little bit, and swivel your spine down and down and down. That should feel so good. Let's do it again. Come on up, exhale forward. This time keep your legs straight and we'll just lay down all the way. All right. So bring your knees in towards your belly, give them both a hug. Stretch your legs up to the ceiling. We're gonna go over. So if you need a pad underneath your hips or a pillow under your hips, you might wanna grab that. Extend your legs, arms long, curl the hips up, toes towards the floor, open, flex your feet, roll back down, stop with your legs vertical, and bring them back together. So point your toes, curl the hips up and over, arms long. You can always put your hands on your back. We're going to open, flex your feet, breathe your way down, and then legs together. Inhale to go over and open. So what's lifting your hips? Use your core to lift your hips off the mat. So keep the legs apart, curl the hips up and over, bring it together, point your toes, keeping your thighs close to your belly the whole way down. So a little more challenge, take those legs lower. Open and flex to go over, press into the arms, bring it together to come down. We'll go a little bit lower for the last one. Open and lift. Bring it together. Bend your knees as you come down. We're going to rock right up to sitting. Don't let your feet touch the mat. And go right into rolling like a ball. So pull those heels close to your bottom, elbows wide. Drop your forehead down to your knees. And inhale to go back. Exhale to come back up. Trying not to kick your feet out and away from your bottom as you move. Inhale back. Exhale up. Last one. Stay right here at the top. Open your feet up a little bit. Take your hands behind your back with your fingers facing forward. So I'm going to press into the feet, lift your hips all the way up into a bridge, and lower down. Do that again. Inhale up, opening up the shoulders, strengthening glutes, strengthening hamstrings. Last one, bring your hips through your hands all the way back. Bring the legs together, pull the right knee in, curl back just a little bit, and lift your left leg. And we'll switch, and switch, and switch, and switch. So we inhale, inhale, exhale. Slowly laying back on your mat, but don't put your head down. And then slowly come back up. That's the hard part. So back, and back. Slowly come back up, and up, and up. One more time. Back, 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 and stay here. Lay back down on your mat. Take a big breath in here. And on your exhale, we'll curl up from here. Hold on to your ankles. Extend the arms and the legs. Reach your body out long. Breathe out to come around. Take up some space with your arms. Reach them fully around your room. One more time, big breath. And exhale, rest your head. Extend those legs to the ceiling for a quick stretch. Open them out to the side. Just press here, maybe a flex in point. Bring it back together and bend your knees. We'll go into scissors. So curl forward, right leg high, left leg low. Give it a double pull. 1, 2, 1, 2. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. So try to lengthen your inhale. Try to lengthen your exhale. Keep it going. Let's do 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Both legs are going to go up. Slide your hands underneath your head. We'll take a quick moment. Lay back down. Take a breath in. On your exhale, curl forward, and we'll flex your feet. Lower the legs on an inhale. Point, bring them back up. So you decide how low you want to take those legs. You can move just a little back and forth or more. Challenge yourself. Go all the way to the mat and back up. And make sure that you are breathing as you move. Couple more here. Last one. And go right into bending the knees, and we'll twist. Elbow to knee, elbow to knee. So we inhale each leg, exhale each leg. Inhale, inhale. Keep it going. First time twisting. 4, 3, 2, and rest, but let's come right up to sitting. Okay, that was challenging. Open those legs up. Wiggle into the hips again, just a little back and forth. I'm just going to turn slightly. Take your arms forward. We'll take a big breath in right here. And exhale, round your spine. It's called spine stretch. Uncurl. Arch just a little bit. And exhale, hollow out the belly, round your spine. Come back up, take the arms a little bit higher. And then exhale, hollow out your center, belly button to the spine. Come back up, take the arms all the way up with a little bit of an arch. And then exhale, round. And again, up and arch. And exhale, round. Just uncurl your spine, sit up tall. Bring the soles of your feet together. You're going to scoot forward. Make sure you have room to roll behind you. So one hand on each ankle. Curl back, take your feet off the mat, and extend both legs. So if you can't straighten them all the way, don't worry about it. Go where you can. And again, extend the legs. Now check in with your shoulders that they're not up here, but they're really heavy and down your back. Bend your knees. Do that again. Extend the legs. Maybe you need to hold a little higher on the legs or the hamstrings. But we're going to roll. So look down. Inhale, lift the hips. Breathe out. Come back up and balance. Do that again. Inhale to go back. Right. So much easier when you breathe. Bring the legs together from here. Maybe climb higher. And we go. Inhale to go back. Big exhale. Twice more. Last one. Stay right here at the top. Let go of your legs and just hold for 3 breaths. Inhale. And breathe out. Check in with the neck. Check in with the shoulders. One more breath. Inhale. And then put your feet down. And we're going to roll down slowly all the way to your mat. Okay. So bring those knees in towards you. Extend your legs up to the ceiling, arms on your mat. Good place to put a pad underneath you if you need it. We're doing a circle to the right, around, and stop. Other way, around, corkscrew. So inhale halfway, exhale the rest. You can make that circle bigger It can be smaller. We can go low. Push yourselves a little bit more today. And again, around and back. Breathing as you move. It'll be so much more doable with a nice deep breath. Last one. Bend your knees, bounce your heels on your bottom. Again, checking in with the neck, always double checking that it's off, that your neck is off. And extend those legs back up, cross your ankles, wrap them up tightly, press down into your arms. So the arms are a big part of this exercise. You're gonna curl your hips off the mat and down. With an exhale. And down. Keep it going. Last one, switch the cross. And again, big exhale to go up. And exhale, low belly. This is your favorite low belly exercise. 2 more. Last one, and bend your knees and give them a hug. So rock yourselves up to sitting, and we'll go into saw. So open those legs again. We'll tilt a little, turn a little. So arms to the side, twist to one side, and reach past your pinky toe. Inhale, other side, exhale, and the back arm is high. Lift from your center and reach. Lift, opening in the center, and reach. Try not to slide your hips back and forth. Keep your hips real still, and breathing as you move. Rotating, twisting, always good for you. Last one, and reach. Come back to center and just relax your arms. So we'll go into a little bit of the tree and into some leg circles. So pick up your right leg over the right arm, hold your right wrist, stretch this right leg up and bend. If you need to lean back a little bit, if you're super tight, go ahead and do that. Otherwise, sit tall and bend all the way up and stay here. Circle your foot. Always pay attention to the feet. They are your friend. Let's go the other way. They should be your friend. They're not always your friend. They should be. Climb up to the ankle. Give that leg a pull. Reach it away. Do it again. Give it a pull and away. This time bring your head to the leg all the way to it. And away. So we're going to lean back a little bit. Start to round your spine, climb down your leg till you're all the way down on your mat, and bend your knee. Give it a break. Extend that leg back up. Remember, always chin to chest first, then start climbing, climbing, climbing. I should mention, if you want to hook your foot under something, it'll make it a little bit easier next time. So curl back and climb down, down. All the way, and bend your knee, and we'll stay here. So arms on your mat, circle this right thigh. Some knee stirs, we call them, knee stirs. And go the other way. Coming around, try to keep the rest of you nice and still. And then stop, bring your leg to the ceiling. We're going to lift your right hip as you cross and come around. Cross, twisting the spine. Last one, and reverse it. Open a little, cross a lot. So you open just a little and cross a lot. Pay attention to that. Don't let your leg just fall out to the side here. Not good for your joint. Last one. Stay here at the top, bend your knee, bounce your heel. Hold your knee with your right hand, bring your left hand to your hip. You're gonna bring that right knee out to the side and back to center. Do that again, out to the side and back. One more time, way out. Hold that leg out here and pull it closer to your armpit, but try not to let your whole self fall over to that right side. And then bring your knee back to center, cross your ankle over your thigh, and let that right knee drop. So smooth this out here. Just take your right hand and smooth out that inner thigh, putting your left hand on your left hip, kind of pulling those guys apart. And then bring your knee to you. We're You're going to put your foot on the mat, but let your knee drop all the way over to the opposite side with your right arm reaching right. So we're just twisting. Ah, so nice. Take a nice breath here. You'll find with your exhale that you'll be able to go so much further. Use your core to bring yourself back to center. Extend this leg high. Curl forward. Hold your hamstring. Push it away as you climb, 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 all the way up. Take your left hand over your ankle. Take your right arm and just reach behind you. And come back, tap your toes. And again, reach behind you. And come back and tap, stay here. Put the sole of your foot against your left inner thigh. Shake that knee out. You're going to reach those arms out and up and over that straight extended leg. So hold on to that foot or your calf or your mat, whatever you can reach and hold. And then look up at your foot. Take your right hand to the outside of your foot and your left hand behind you. We're just going to twist, pressing the right knee down. Let your head relax here. And then we'll come back to center. Reach past your leg, come all the way up, hands together here at the top, and stretch high. Twist your ribs right and left and right and left. Relax your arms down. Extend that right leg and shake it out. And get ready for the other side. So pick up your left leg, hold on to your left wrist, kind of wiggle back and forth in your hips. Make sure that you are grounded and extend that left leg long and bend. Remember, you can lean back if you need to. The leg doesn't have to be straight, but we are pushing our edges all the way up and stay there. Maybe you can straighten a little more. Circle your foot around and the other way. So we're going to climb up to the ankle and pull the leg and reach it out. And don't be too concerned how much you pull. Just pull it as much as you can handle. We're going to bring your head to the leg and extend it away. So start to lean back, curl into your C shape, climb down your leg till you're all the way down on your mat. Bend your knee, give it a break. Extend this leg back up, chin to chest, soften the front of the neck, and then climb, climb, climb all the way up. See if you can look up and over your toes from here. And then curl back, climb down, down, all the way. Bend your knee, arms on your mat. So readjust where you need to here, and then circle, doing some knee stirs on the left side. Can you keep your hips from rocking with you? Your shoulders from moving with you? And then go the other way, coming around and around, breathing as you move. We'll stop here in the center, extend your leg to the ceiling, cross it to the right, and come around and up, and around and up. Spread your fingers out, reach through the back of the neck, and we'll go the other way. So open just a little and cross a lot, lifting your hip every time, and 2, and 1, and bend your knee. So hold on to your left knee with your left hand, bring your right hand to your hip and bring that knee out to the left and back to center. Inhale to open that up, exhale back. And again, open that up and hold out here, pulling that leg closer to your armpit, but don't forget to reach out your right leg. And then bring your leg back. We're going to cross your ankle over your right thigh. Let that left knee fall. Put your left hand on your left inner thigh, right hand on the right hip, and pull these guys away from each other, reaching that left knee away from the right hip. And then bring your knee back to center. Unhook your foot, but bring the knee all the way over to the right, left arm to the left. You're going to take that high hand, put it on top of your knee, give it a little press, and reach through that left arm. Looking over your left shoulder. If that's hard on the neck, just keep your neck neutral. And then use your belly to bring your hip back to the mat Center yourself again, extend this leg high. We're going to curl up and hold the hamstring. Push it away from you as you climb, climb, climb all the way up. Take your right hand over your ankle. Take your left arm and reach behind you, opening the chest. Come back, tap your toes. Inhale to go back and exhale. So it's not about the arm, how far the arm goes, but more about rotation in the spine. And then we'll come back, stay here. Bring the sole of your foot against your right inner thigh. Take a big breath in and reach up and out and over that right leg, flexing your foot. You can shift your ribs a little back and forth if that feels good to you. And then look at your foot. Take your left hand to the outside of your foot. Your right hand goes behind you and just twist. Relax your neck. And then come back to center. Reach out and up all the way, hands together here at the top. Stretch high. Twist your ribs right and left, just back and forth a little bit. And relax your arms down. Extend that left leg and shake out your knees. So sitting upright, legs together, we're going to roll back again. So make sure that you have room behind you to roll. So press down into your hands. Lean back, take your legs with you, and go all the way over and up. So right here, put your hands on your back or not, and then fold the legs over. We're going to come all the way back up to sitting, landing those legs lightly. So lean back just a little bit, lift those legs, going all the way over and up. Roll yourself back down, coming up to sitting, landing your legs gently. So we're going to roll onto your belly from here. So swing those legs around. Stretch yourself out long, arms long, legs long, and rock a little hip to hip to hip to hip, a little back and forth. And then open your arms out to the sides into a T. You're going to ground through the hips, pull your ribs and belly in. So even though you're laying on them, pull them in a little bit and lift your upper body and your arms and come back down. So we'll keep the legs a little bit apart here to protect your back. And again, every time pull the belly in as you come up. And then we're going to stay up, just lower the arms and lift, lower and lift. Still feeling grounding through the hips. Your belly's pulled in, ribs are tucked in. Keep it going, upper back strengthening. 2 more here. Last one, stay up. Bring your arms back alongside you and then back into your T. Again, alongside you and out wide. One more time, keep those arms alongside you. You're going to turn your head and just rest yourself down for a sec. Rocking the hips out. Look down, ground through the hips. Lift your upper body and lift your arms. You're going to turn your palms up and do little lifts of the arms, some triceps. You can always hold your weights. Could have done that, but we're not. So keep going, lift and lift and lift. And 4 here, 3, 2, and hold your arms up here. Turn your palms towards each other and do an imaginary clap. So palms coming together, 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 together. 8, 7, 6, 3, 2, and 1, and relax down. Okay. So slide your hands underneath your shoulders. Keep your elbows close to your body. Press into the mat. Lift yourself just up halfway and back down. We call this Swan. So inhale up and exhale. Now make sure your elbow tips are aiming down as you come up. So aim them down. Lift your upper body. You can come up all the way if you're okay with that. Place your pelvis on the mat and lay down long. Do that again. Elbows aim down as you come up, 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 up. Now look over your right shoulder. Take your head down in front. Look over your left shoulder and down in front. Lift your hips, round your back here. We're going to sit back all the way in a child's pose. Take your hands back to your feet and take a little moment here. Take your arms forward again, all the way out. Round your back, coming up. Hips forward. Lift your chin, lift your chest, look forward, and then lower yourselves all the way back down. So we'll do that again. The elbows aim down, look up, come on up, arch the spine. Hang your head forward, lift your belly button and ribs into your body, sit back, all the way child's pose. Take your arms back to your feet, rest your head, and we do that sequence again. Take the arms forward, come up with a round spine. Let your pelvis come forward first. The head comes up last. And then bend the elbows to come down. Prop yourself up on your elbows now. Scoot those legs closer together for single leg kicks. So we're going to make a fist here. Press down into your fist. And make sure you're not just resting here in your rib cage, in your low back. So you want to pull those ribs back into your body. Bring your right heel to your bottom for 2 kicks. So 1, 2, left, left, right, right. Stretching out your quadriceps. Using your hamstrings, flex point, try that, flex point, flex point. Get your brain involved here. It's complicated. Keep it going. And rest. Widen the elbows, lay down, rock the hips. Take your hands behind your backs. So grab a couple fingers back here. Scoot your hands high on your back. Press into the hips, lift your upper body, and lay it back down. We're going to bring both heels to your bottom, kicking 3, 2, 1. Put your legs down. Lift your upper body and stretch the arms this time all the way back. Turn your head the other way. Bend the elbows and come back down for kick, kick, kick. Come on up and stretch. If you need to let go, you can do that. And turn and lay back down for 3, 2, 1. Come on up and reach. Stretching across the chest. Use your upper back muscles. Turn the other way. Bend the arms. Kicking again. 3, 2, 1. Come on up. Stretch it out. Let go of your hands and just stay here. Legs together. Take your arms around to the front, around to the back, around to the front, and back. Turn your head and relax down. All right, so rock those hips. Slide your hands under your shoulders. We're going to push up to kneeling. Sit back all the way on your heels. Nice child's pose. Take a big breath into your upper back bones. And we'll uncurl your spine. Bring yourself upright. You're going to flip your toes up or under. Or up or under, however that is for you. You're going to try to bend all your toes. Walk your knees back towards your toes, trying to get some movement in your feet. And then if you can, bring your hands to your thighs and just bring yourself upright. And we're going to do a little bit of a lean back and a lean forward. Just trying to get your feet more flexible. If your feet are tight, your calves are tight, your hamstrings are tight. It has everything to do with tightness through the whole body. So we want to pay some attention, a lot of attention, to the feet. So if this hurts, and it probably does, it's something you need to do, and more often. So take the hands now to the mat. Lift your toes. You can wiggle them around a little bit, maybe hit your mat lightly. That's always exciting. And then flip those toes over again, and we'll go into a downward facing dog. So drop your head, drop your heels, lift your heels way up, and lower them down. You might need to walk those hands a little more forward, but lift your heels again and lower. One more time, lift the heels and lower, and we'll bend one knee and switch. So you might hear some snaps and crackles and pops. It's It's all good. And then bring your knees back down to your mat, and we'll have a seat on your heels. Swing your legs around to the front, and we'll go into neck pull. So open the legs up, flex your feet, wiggle into the hips, take your arms forward. We're going to zip yourself up in front, lean back with a flat spine, and then roll yourself all the way down. So inhale, chin to chest. Exhale, up and over, hang your head through the legs. Uncurl with a flat back, lean a little bit, and melt your way down, reaching through the heels, lengthening through the top of the head. So a little harder, hands behind the head. Inhale to curl. Big exhale, over, pulling lightly on the back of the head. Uncurl, look forward, lean a little, and roll down. So when your hands are behind the head and you do the roll down, try not to bring your elbows in or stick your chin way out. Keep your head pulled back on your neck and roll through the spine. And we'll stay there. So bend your knees, put your feet flat on the mat, arms at your sides. Bring your feet even closer to you, and we'll do some bridging. So press into your feet, curl yourself up off your mat, all the way up high, and roll back down. So again, inhale to come up, and notice how your spine moves or doesn't move. Right? Pay some attention. Where does your spine get stuck? Where does it get sticky? Spend a little more time on that stuck area. Breathe into it. I'm going to stay here at the top and lift your right hip higher, left hip higher. Switch and switch. So every time you lift your hip, it initiates from the foot. So you push through the foot to lift the hip and the foot to lift the hip. Find that connection of down through the foot and up through the hip. And then both hips will be equally high. Bring your knees together, stretching the outside of your hips, and apart and together, and apart and together. Keep it going. Couple more, and apart. And we'll take those arms up and back all the way. Lift your heels, roll through the spine. Feel your vertebrae. How do they move? How don't they move? And then stretch your legs out long and shake it out. All right, so bring the arms forward. We're going to curl all the way up to sitting. Get a nice forward bend here, all the way over those legs. And then uncurl your spine. Open your arms out to the side. Take a big breath in here. Turn to the right, and we'll pulse here. 3, 2, 1. So come back to center and rotate. 3, 2, 1. Inhale here and breathe out, out, out. Inhale, center. So it's not the arms that are turning, but it's the rib cage that's rotating, right? The arms aren't taking you around, but your breath and your obliques. One more time. The muscles alongside your spine. One more to this side. Exhale. I know I said one more. And relax down. It's just fun to say one more. It's motivating. All right, so let's do some side kicking. Lay on your right side. Prop yourself up on your hand. Bring both legs forward and your hips are back. So we want a neutral pelvis. Hand is on the mat in front of you. Let's lift your top leg just a little and bring it forward for 2 and back for 2. So inhale, front, exhale to the back. Pressing into this front hand on the mat. A little harder, you want to take your hand to your head. So let's add that in. Bring your leg to the back, leave it there. You're going to rotate your spine forward. And as the leg comes forward, rotate back. So we twist and twist like you're wringing out a wet sponge or a wet dishcloth. Keep going. And front and back. Put your leg on top of the other leg. Turn out and kick straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down. Inhale, exhale. Keep your spine long, keep your neck long. Always pay attention to what is the rest of you doing, right? Not just the moving leg. One more time and rest right there. So let's put your hand on the mat. Take your top knee, put it down in front. You're going to lay on a straight arm and lift your bottom leg, inner thighs, or your adductors, inner thighs. Keep it going. 4, 3, 2, and relax it down. Okay, let's come on up and we'll go to the other side. So swing those legs around. Prop yourself up on your hand and bring both legs forward, hips back, neutral pelvis. You're going to take your top leg forward twice and back twice. And front, front. Let's add your hand to the head with some rotation. Rotate away from the leg. Open up to the ceiling and rolling towards the floor. Inhale front, exhale back. And again, one more time, wringing out that wet sponge. And put your leg down on top of the other leg. Put your hand down, we'll turn out and kick straight up and down. You can always keep your hand behind the head or on the mat. Inhale up, exhale down. 2 more. Last one, keep it down. You're going to bend your knee, drop that knee in front, and extend your arm. Let's lift your bottom leg, inner thigh. Keep it going, keep it going. Lift. Imagine a stack of books resting on your inner thigh here that you have to lift. Let's do 4, 3, 2, and 1, and rest. So put your top leg on that leg. You're going to roll onto your belly. We'll slide your hands underneath your hip bones and lift both legs here, and we'll clap the heels together, 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 together. Keep it going. Crossing over, under. Keep your belly pulled in, even though you're laying on it. 4, 3, 2, and rest it down. So let's push up to kneeling, and we'll sit back on your heels. Bring yourself upright. Let's go into a child's pose actually first. We'll go into a quick child's pose. After all that extension, it's nice to do some flexion. And then we're going to come up, we're going to grab some weights, and we'll do a little bit of arm work. So pick your poison. And I'm going to grab something in the middle. So you can kneel, you can sit, you can stand, whatever's comfortable for you. I'm going to bring myself to kneeling. Hold on to these weights, one in each hand. If you have heavy weights and you want to use those instead, go ahead. But we're just going to do some basic bicep curls here. So make sure that you are comfortable where you're sitting or standing. And keep it going. Bring it in. Full range of motion here. If this starts to hurt your knees, just bring yourself upright, off the heels. Otherwise, just stay down, however you're comfortable. And then we're going to go halfway down and up, halfway down and up. So I like to use light weights with a lot of repetition. That's just my thing. But you certainly can up the ante and add some heavier weights. And then we're going to do some hammerhead curls. So turn your palms in towards each other, thumbs up, and we'll bring the weights towards your shoulders from here. So keep going. Pop on some great music. You can go all day. Maybe not all day. And then from here, we'll press up and bring it down. So straight up, strengthening your shoulders. Keep it going, breathing as you move. And up. Now hold your arms straight up here. You're going to bring those weights or balls close together. Bend your elbows towards the middle of your back and extend up. So as you do this, you keep going, but I want to say, make sure that your ribs stay in, that you're not overarching your back while moving your arms. It's common to do that, to overarch. Not going to feel too good later. So some triceps. 3, and 2, and 1. Bring it all down. Give yourself a little roll out here. And then we're gonna bring the arms right towards your cheeks here, hands towards your cheeks. We're gonna open the elbows, extend up, bend, and bring it together. So open, extend. These are called Arnold presses. I didn't name it. And out, extend, and in again, keeping your core engaged, keeping your back from overarching. Good, you should do enough of these to feel it, right? Doesn't take too long. We'll do the last one here and bring it in. So rest those arms down. We're gonna lose one weight, and I'm gonna turn to the side. You can put one hand on the mat, hold that weight in your hand, extend your elbow way back behind you, and reach for some triceps. So if you're standing, just put your hand on a chair or something in front of you. Get a little bit of a tilt forward so you can get your full range of motion here. Let that arm be behind you. And then we're just gonna hold here, turn your palm up for some little lifts. Right, you should feel that burning. Keep it going. We'll count 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 2, and 1. Bring it down. Switch your hands. I'm going to turn so that you can see. And let's put the weight in your other hand. Put your hand on the mat. Keep your elbow high and extend the arm back. So make sure that your neck is relaxed and your elbow is high. And you have full extension here. So to get to the tricep, you really want to completely straighten the arm all the way. Again, if you're standing, put a hand on a chair or a table or something in front of you. We're going to keep that arm up. Turn your palm up for some little lifts. Pulse up and up and up. If you are leaning forward, make sure your core is pulled in, your ribs are pulled in. Your head isn't hanging here, but pull the head back on the neck. We've got 4, 3, 2, and 1, and rest. So put that weight down, and we're going to finish up with a little bit of stretching, coming into your figure 4 stretch. Either leg is forward. Take your hand to your back leg, take your opposite arm up and over, and we'll stretch. So that's nice after that arm work. You can always do more arm work if you'd like. We just had a little snack, a little bit of it. Come on back, take your hand to the mat on the opposite side, put your elbow down, and the arm will come over for a stretch. And come back, same thing, up and over. Now take that high arm across to your knee and your other hand to your foot behind you and twist. Let your neck go with you, let your eyes go with you. And then we'll unwind, switch your legs, bring the other leg in front and one in back. Take your hand to your shin, take the opposite arm up and over and reach, coaxing that hip down. Up and over to the other side, hand on the mat, elbow on the mat. Take your arm over for a nice stretch here and breathe. Push the mat away from you. One more stretch, up and over. Reach for your kneecap and twist, looking over your shoulder. And then we'll come back to center. Bring the soles of your feet together. Hold on to your ankles. Find a comfortable spot here and just rock a little back and forth and back and forth. Interlace your fingers around your toes. Lift your chin and chest. Get nice and tall here. Zipping yourself up the front. Bend your elbows around your spine and hang over your legs. One more time. Inhale, zip up the front, grow tall. And exhale to round. And uncurl your spine. Okay, so great job, everybody. An hour's worth of Pilates. You did it. And come again next time. See you then.